What's up, y'all? Entropy here. Welcome back to Old Dominion Dynasty. We're off to a good start this year, sitting at a 4-1 record, and we are hitting the road again as we continue conference play. As we've got the Texas State Bobcats, I believe is their nickname, on the docket. But before we do that, I do have one quick recruiting update. A couple names that I added that I think you guys are gonna want to know. First is Henry White. I had some extraneous points that I was looking to get rid of, so I was kind of looking through the pool, and I happened upon this quarterback that no one seemed to be going after super hard. He's got 85 speed, 86 throw power, 78 accuracy, and some decent rushing moves as well with his 86 spin, 86 juke move. And so he looks very, very intriguing. Obviously coming in with decent size as well at 6'3", 197. And I was like, okay, cool, we need another quarterback to add to the quarterback room. One major concern, obviously, is 135 bonus points we're getting from him isn't great, but it's not terrible either. It's, like, good to be... Ideally, you would like that number to be over 200 to feel like, all right, cool, we're getting a really good boost for this guy, but that's not really the case here. And also, the competition for him looks stiff with 4 SEC schools as, like, his top 4 at the moment. But clearly none of them are going after him super hard, so maybe we can sneak in and get some momentum. I've only got 50 points in him because the way this game works, the points that you put into them this week when you're not listed as a top school, I don't think actually, like, go towards him or something. It's a weird thing I remember reading somewhere. It may not even be true, but that's how I've operated. So I don't have any points into him yet, but definitely if it looks like next week we're in the running for him, I'll be putting points into him heavily to try and get him. And then the other one is all the way down at the, if I can learn how to scroll properly, all the way down at the athletes. Sam Vincent, who is 6'1", 225, an 81 overall gem. He was initially listed as a 74 as an athlete. And I looked at him like, okay, cool, I can definitely add him to the board, see what he is. I was not expecting him to be a gem and also be 81 overall, which is one of the highest overalls that I've seen in playing this game. And if you look at his skills as well, 87 speed, 89 throw power, 84 throw accuracy, and then some decent rushing moves as well. And also a very capable receiver, 82 catch, 83 catch in traffic, 86 route running, 80 release, and then the 70 spec catch as well. So this guy is like he's like an even better version as a quarterback, as the quarterback we were just looking at a second ago, whose name I already forgot. And in addition to that, he's also a great receiver as well. So this is like, he might be one of the best guys on our board right now. Either him or perhaps, if I could speak properly, David Monroe, who, as I pointed out last week, looks like he would be like an insane day one running back. So like this guy is a stud, a gem really, as the game tells us. So hopefully we can get in the running for these guys. I don't know what the odds are. Again, facing really stiff competition here as well. So we'll see, but I discovered both these guys and they're both so good, I'm like, I gotta point them out right off the bat here, in case we do end up in a running for them. Let's do kind of a mix and match this week. We got the Navy script helmet, the white tops, and the Carroll Hudson blue pants. Ooh, those are some nice uniforms. I've always kind of thought of any uniform that has gold as a primary color as being a little dull, but I actually really like how those look. Those are pretty sick. And their logo is also very cool, in my opinion. Here we are at the very cleverly named Bobcat Stadium, where the Texas State Bobcats are hosting the Old Dominion Monarchs. Oh gosh. The creative juices were really flowing in that room when they were coming up with the name for their football stadium. Gosh dang it. Starting with the ball this week on the road, very important to get on the board early as we're off to a terrible start with Blake Watson getting stuffed at the line of scrimmage immediately. Just flip it out to the outside. Watson in space, puts a move, and he does a good job to get it to 3rd and short. Oh gosh, bad throw, but McCoy adjusts and makes the catch. That was supposed to be like a fake bubble screen play, but the bubble screen ended up being open, so that's where the ball went. John Livingston with his first carry of the game, and he gets through the seam and makes it 3rd and 1. That speed is a real difference maker, that's for sure. Fake the sweep, and Watson gets it up the middle for the first down conversion. Play action. Ooh, the end bit on it, but I don't have anywhere to go with the ball. Wolf scrambling for his life. Finds Marshall, who does hang on through the contact. Beautiful job by Hayden Wolf. Not known for his speed, but did a great job at buying time behind the line of scrimmage. And Marshall's got a nice gain. Watson up the middle. And gets 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. No one's really open. I'm going to chance it, and that was a very stupid decision on my part. I did not need to try and force anything there. I think we were on the edge of field goal range, maybe. I know Paris is a freshman, but I think he has a pretty good leg, but that was a throw that I had no business trying to make. It'll be run on first down, and there's nobody there. Gosh dang, Calvin Hill gets an easy 13 yards. Ooh, Chandler Spates manages to get a foot in. I wasn't sure if he was going to be in bounds, but he is, and they got a first down. Hill gets the carry again, and he gets the edge very easily. Lamarian James comes over and manages to stop him. But that is a 26-yard run for Calvin Hill, who is off to a great start. And why not give it back to him? Ryan Henry can't make the tackle, doesn't have the speed. Artarian Johnson's coming around and does force him out of bounds, but not before he gains 21. This is an alarming trend on this first drive. That was a remarkably dangerous pass that worked, and Jamil Jeter broke a tackle there to get down to like our 5-yard line. That play should not have gone as well as it did. Oh boy, coming out in the Wildcat formation. This is kind of fun. And why not keep it yourself, the start you've had, but we are able to stop them. It looks like that was Trey Hawkins III making the play. Oh, Robert Kennedy III has an abdominal strain and is out. He's been replaced by, it looks like Josh Cruz is back there at safety. It's kind of interesting. McBride is unable to get any... I was at a bit of a loss for words trying to figure out what was happening. But we managed to stop him for 0 yards, and it's 3rd and goal now. The Jets sweep to Spates, who's fighting but does not get the touchdown. It will be interesting to see what decision they make here. And they are just going to settle for the field goal. It's obviously very close, but a bit of an awkward angle. I thought they iced their own kicker, but no, it was the end of the first quarter. We are scoreless. We had one drive that ended in that interception there. And Texas State's first drive has gone extremely well as they've churned a bunch of time off the clock and are now about to get 3 points. Ooh, it looked like we had a guy get in there, but he did not get a hand on it. That is up and good. Texas State has an early 3-0 lead at the beginning of the second quarter. John Livingston in the game at tailback. He will get the carry here, and that is blown up. Texas State watched film, evidently. They knew what was coming as soon as Livingston got the ball. Gosh dang. We're going to give it right back to Livingston. The blocking did not hold up, and he it looked like he just flipped backwards on his own and is stymied again. We're looking at 3rd and long. Just going to throw it up for grabs to our big man receiver. Oh, Lee Jennings goes up and gets it, and he breaks the tackle, and he's going to go all the way. Oh, Lee Jennings with an 83-yard touchdown. What a throw by Wolf, giving his receiver a chance, and Ollie Jennings comes down with it. What an insane catch and run from the big fella, who has had some kind of quiet weeks here to open the season with Bly and mostly Marshall doing a lot of the damage in the passing game. But what a play there from the upperclassman. Play action, McBride looking, fires over the middle, and a diving catch made by Chandler Spates. I believe it was Lamarian James in coverage. It looks like it. And, man, I mean, it's hard to get too upset when the receiver makes a catch like that. Jeter gets the carry, is trying to get the outside, and Solano's there to meet him. Oh, we blitzed him and it didn't get home. Oh, what a play! Trey Hawkins the third rips it out of the receiver's hands. I assumed that was a completion, but Hawkins did not give up on the play. As a result, we've got 3rd and 8. Screen pass. Can the big man get out there? He can't. Calvin Hill's got the first down. Gosh dang it, man. McBride's got Spates again. That connection is working well early in the game. And easy little dump off to Calvin Hill for the first down. And Texas State is once again really moving the ball on us. McBride wants to take off and run, and Alonzo Ford Jr. says no, sir, sacking him for a loss of 4. The outside, Travis Graham Jr. with the reception, and it's going to be 3rd and 11. Oh, I tried to jump that route, and it didn't work, and they're going to have a touchdown. Gosh dang it, I sold on that play so hard. As I believe the receiver's name was Banks. I was looking away from my screen just now. Gets the catch and run for 6 points. Soon to be 7. Gosh, dang it. It's one thing to give up a touchdown. It's another thing to be the reason that we gave up a touchdown. That just makes it 10 times more frustrating. Holy crap, what a shootout from between number 1 Ohio State and 2-4 Oklahoma, which is in overtime. Wow, wish I was watching that game. Just under 2 minutes to go here, so we're not in a situation where we got to just chuck the ball. We can afford to run it here, but time's going to be a factor as John Livingston gets us started with a beautiful scamper. And that time, much less lucky as he loses 2. Well, I want Marshall. Can he get there? He beats the defender to the spot, thankfully. Bit of a floater from Hayden Wolf, but it was completed, so I'm not going to complain too much. I'm just going to dump it off. Livingston's wide open. No one even near him. And they didn't come after him super hard, but he does get 18, and we've got a minute left. Ooh, over the middle, Ali Jennings, and he's got it. First down to the 15 with 46 seconds left. And Jordan Blythe's got it! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad the defender was not looking. That was a very dangerous pass. I thought he was going to come back a lot harder than that. But he does make the catch for the touchdown. And we are back in the lead with just north of 30 seconds left. And we'll just try and stop him before the end of the half. A little floater out for Javen Banks, who was the man who just had a touchdown earlier. Again to the outside to Javen Banks, who manages 3. They're moving not at a great clip, but they are moving. McBride taking off and running, no one's there, and he slides down at basically right at midfield. And 22 seconds left. I believe they called a timeout. Over the middle, it's Barbie, Marcel Barbie, who has a first down, and they called their second timeout. McBride taking off again, stiff arms a defensive end off him, and shakes a defensive tackle, and stiff arms another man. McBride cannot be stopped. There is a flag. Ooh, and they got the Bobcats for clipping Marcel Barbie. We will, of course, accept that. I'm pretty sure that might be a spot foul, so I don't know where that puts them. I definitely think they're in field goal range, though. Oh, never mind. No, this is not field goal range, I don't think, unless they have a really good kicker. McBride, oh, he's got Graham on the corner. Now they're in field goal range. And with 6 seconds left, I have to imagine that's what they're going to do. Yes. And it is good. the Texas State Bobcats cut the lead down to 1 off the leg of their kicker, whose name I don't know, and there's now 2 seconds left in the first half. Might as well see if Bly's got any magic in him for now, as he bounces it way to the outside. He's got some running room, and he is brought down at about the 40. That would have been a really good return if there was more time left, but there is not. That does it for the first half. We are clinging to a 1-point lead here on the road. Texas State will get the ball to start the second half, though. So we'll have to see if the defense can come up with another stop. Oh, and they've got Barbie for another big gain to start this half. It's kind of interesting that Calvin Hill destroyed us on the ground in that first drive, and then they really haven't gone back to him super hard. They've suddenly turned into more of an air raid offense. And speaking of which, here's Calvin Hill with a big hit laid on him by Robert Kennedy III, who has been back from his mild injury for a while now. Gosh dang. What a hit. And it's Hill again with a big hole up the middle. Arterian Johnson with a big hit that time. And they've got another first down. And McBride is not going anywhere. Brady McBride sacked by Amari Morrison, the defensive end. Oh my gosh, Banks again on the corner route. He's got 18 yards. And we have yet to actually stop Texas State this game, I'm kind of realizing now. Because they've got 2 field goals and a touchdown on their 3 drives. We haven't turned them over, and we haven't forced a punt yet. So their offense is clicking today. Over the middle, Graham, and Cruz misses the tackle. And can anyone get out there? Lamarian James' last-ditch effort, and I cannot believe they called him short. I thought for sure he was in the end zone, but I'm not going to complain about it. It gives us another chance to stop him, but I could have swore he crossed the line there. Maybe not. That ball is literally on the 1-inch line. Let's see if the defense can get a big stop here. They're, of course, going to hand it to Calvin Hill up the middle, and that was way too easy. Texas State now up 5. We'll see if they go for 2 to try and get it to a 7-point lead, and they are going to. So this could be huge. Motion Hill out. Comes back, and wide open. Chandler Spates on the slant, and Texas State has extended their lead now to 7. I think we're going to keep riding Livingston. I mean, he's been a big play guy for us all year. It'd be kind of stupid to not at least try and give him carries and see if he can rip off any huge plays, because it doesn't seem like our defense is going to be stopping Texas State anytime soon. So we're going to have to kind of try and score with them for now. Livingston up the middle. He's got the first down. Oh, gosh dang. They are all over our run game at certain times today. I mean, they are blowing plays up in the backfield on a consistent basis. McCoy running the drag. He's got it, and he is very close to the first down. Doesn't quite get it, but 3rd and 1 is a very manageable distance, of course. Livingston's got it easily. Nice blocking up front by the O-line. Ooh, Ollie Jennings beat his man. Oh, no. That was a touchdown, and the pass rush got home. Gosh, dang it. That was... He dusted his guy at the line of scrimmage. Crap. Watson in the game now at running back, and some good blocking, and he's got 11 for the first down. Nice run, Blake. Marshall's got it, and if he did had a little more space, he might have had 6, but still a nice catch. Oh, running out of time. Wolf managed to evade the first sack, but does go down the second time. I was wondering where Livingston was. I decided to look. Apparently, he got a mild concussion and is now out for the game. Right after I said, oh, I'm going to try to give him more touches because big playability and all that. So that sucks. So I guess Blake Watson will be our running back for the rest of this game. Ah, there's the notification now. I was wondering where it was. I'm like, did I miss something? Like, where did he go? But, yeah, so Livingston's now out for the game. That's Really unfortunate. As Wolf is looking around, and I think he's just going to take off. Oh, okay. I tried to juke, but I tried to do it, like, too early, so instead he just pump faked while running out of bounds. But whatever. 3rd and 9. I didn't like that, but I didn't see anyone more open downfield. 4th and 6. What to do? I have to kick the field goal. I gotta get points. And just hope that our defense can come up with a stop on Texas State's next drive. And Jason Paris knocks it through, cutting the lead down to 4. 21-17 is the score here. And another Fun Belt matchup there, coming down to the wire, it seems. It was Arkansas State and Georgia Southern. 3rd quarter coming down to a close here. We need to come up with a big stop here. McBride takes off and is tripped up for a mere gain of 2. That's a good start. Right, has all kinds of time, and I don't know who that was supposed to go to, but it didn't really go to anybody. And I just thought that was McBride's only 2nd incompletion of the game. He has had a remarkable performance today. Gosh dang. 3rd and 8 defense. We need the stop here. Do not let them get it. They don't, as Javen Banks falls out of bounds, and it's 4th and 5. The defense gets the stop we need, and we're getting the ball back. Play action on 1st down. Oh, Zach Kuntz was wide open, but again, just could not get the throw off. I mean, we're back there for a while. It makes sense, but just disappointing that we couldn't get that one off. I wish I could have found somebody, but I couldn't. I'm sure someone was open, but I did not. I just felt like there were defenders in all those positions to make plays on the ball. But Wolf, on the other hand, does scramble for a 1st down, so that's nice. Jordan Bly running the drag, puts a move on him and gets the 1st down to the 35 of Texas State. Oh gosh, the blocking did not hold up, but Watson, to his credit, fought and spun his way to manage 2 yards on that carry. 3rd and 3. Ooh, Marshall over the middle, he's got it. 1st down, Monarchs, and we're down to about Texas State's 15. Oh, wow, I don't know how that worked, but Blake Watson is fighting and spinning, and he gets the 1st down inside the 5. That was a ridiculous play. I tried to cut around the blocker, and Watson basically ran between the blocker and the defender and somehow got a 1st down out of it. We're going to try going right back to him up the middle. Watson fighting, and he's got it. Blake Watson puts us up, and we're going to have a soon-to-be 3-point lead with 3 minutes left in the game. 15 for 240 and 5 touchdowns. Oh my gosh. What a ridiculous stat line for that receiver. Can the defense get one more stop to put this game away? Oh my gosh, Josh Cruz, what a play! He cut the route completely, and he's got a touchdown going the other way. Holy crap. What a play by the freshman who has really turned it on in the secondary lately. Holy, I cannot believe that, because I didn't even user that or anything. That was 100% Cruz making the play there, and we've suddenly got a 10-point lead on the Bobcats after that play. Unreal. What a play. Oh, I switched to the wrong guy. That was going to be another interception for Cruz, and instead I basically ruined it by forcing him the other way. Gosh dang it. McBride wants to go, and he is shut down by, I believe that's James Ostrander, the freshman linebacker, with the sack. Oh, Charity! Damian Charity, who's now been our 4th-string corner all year, so we haven't heard his name much. Nearly came up with another interception. Bride looking, throws it. Oh my gosh, I thought Charity picked it off, but Graham managed to actually steal that from the defender. And it's now 4th and 18. I can only assume... Oh no, they're giving up. They're throwing in the towel, waving the white flag, every other expression you can think of. They are not even going to bother trying to convert a 4th and 18 with 2 minutes left. Wow. Genuinely surprised. I mean, like, if something crazy happens, this game is far from over. But they decided to just give up, I guess. I don't know. Watson with 8, and they called a timeout. So now I'm even more confused. So they're not giving up after all? They just hated the idea of going for a 4th and 18 that much that they would rather give us the ball back and call timeouts. I don't know. I would have gone for it if I were them, but that's just me, I guess. Watson with another nice carry. Gets the first down, and Texas State calls their second timeout. Marshall gets the carry there. Nowhere to go. Only 2 yards. And they call their third and final timeout. And that is the play that is going to ice it away. All it's going to take is a couple kneel downs now. And that is going to do it. The Old Dominion Monarchs come away with a win today against the Texas State Bobcats. That game was a real back and forth affair. The real difference in the game was that interception I threw on the very first drive, as Hayden Wolf gets player of the game honors, well deserved. Aside from that, that interception really was the difference, because if we had scored there, they would have basically been chasing us the whole time. But because of that play, it allowed them to get those 3 points, which basically let them keep stealing the lead from us back and forth. And thankfully, the defense stepped up when they needed to, getting a stop to give us the ball back to then get a touchdown. And then, of course, the pick 6 by Josh Cruz to essentially put the game away. I mean, it was still very much a game, up 10 with 2 minutes left, but we put it much further out of reach with that play by the freshman corner. So, very, very exciting game overall. And happy to come away with the win, of course. Hayden Wolf, as you saw, nominated as the player of the game. I think deservedly so. The interception was my fault, not his. And he was 14 for 18 on the day. 77% completion for 245 and 2 touchdowns. Only taking the 1 sack as well. He did some decent maneuvering on a couple plays as well. Really buying time behind the line of scrimmage, which was encouraging to see for a guy that's not a blazer, you know. He's not very fast at all. So it was definitely encouraging. The run game was a bit of a struggle today. No like real long runs. Watson averaging 5 yards a carry had a nice day, all things considered. 13 carries for 68 yards and the 1 touchdown. Livingston 9 for 37, averaging 4 yards a carry. Hayden Wolf 5 for 9. That includes all of the kneel downs that I did, and Marshall 1 for 2. Livingston, of course, sustaining an injury, but it looks like he should be okay to go for next week, but hopefully that isn't a trend that continues with him, because we need speed on the field, especially at the backfield position. Ali Jennings, our leading receiver on the day, 3 for 103 and a touchdown, which of course was 83 yards, so his average is skewed a bit, but that's the fun of football. John Marshall managing 4 for 66 in his own right. He's become, frankly, our most dependable receiver immediately as a freshman. I mean, he gets open very easily, and because he's our third receiver, he runs a lot of those over-the-middle routes as well, so it's very easy to find him. And when he doesn't have drop problems, which he hasn't today, no drops as you can see, he's a very, very strong receiver. Very, very happy we were able to land him this past draft cycle, or recruiting cycle, rather. Jordan Bly, 2 for 28 and a touchdown, the one that I thought I had thrown my second pick of the game on, but instead Bly came down with it. Raphael McCoy, haven't said his name much, as John Marshall's kind of stolen his spotlight as the number 3 receiver in the offense, so haven't heard much from him, but he had a nice 3 for 22 today. Livingston 1 for 18, and Watson 1 for 8. The running backs getting involved in the pass game a little bit. Arterian Johnson, our leading tackler, with only 5 tackles, which seems low. Typically, our leading tackler's at least 7, sometimes 8 or 9. So I guess that means a lot of the tackles are being made by a lot of different guys or something. But Arterian was the leading tackler today. A number of TFLs, 1 for Charity, Ford, Hawkins, Morrison, and Ostrander. And, of course, the 3 sacks by Alonzo Ford Jr., James Ostrander, and Amori Morrison. And Josh Cruz with the huge play, the pick 6 by the freshman, it came at a great time as well. A time where, even though we had just stopped them the previous drive, I was thinking, Calvin Hill gets hot. The quarterback was having a great game. I mean, he had a higher completion percentage than Wolf did, I think, on the game. He had an incredible game in his own right, aside from the pick. And Cruz took advantage of it, jumping the route beautifully and housing it. So great play from him. Monarchs win. Bobcats are no match for Old Dominion. I would say that. That was a very solid team that Texas State has. I would not say no match just because we ended up winning by 10. I mean, there was a game that we were losing with only a couple of minutes left. It took a nice touchdown drive to put us in the lead, and then Cruz, of course, really icing it away. But no match is a bit strong terminology for how I would describe it. As always, we'll advance the week as we are set to host Arkansas State. And I imagine there may be some recruits visiting as well because it's a home game, but we'll have to see. And would you look at that? Jason Johnson has committed to our team. I knew it was only a matter of time with him. We had a massive lead on him after the visit, and he just wanted to be extra reassured about a few things, I'm sure. And we have not a whole lot else aside from it looks like the number 1 linebacker in the country locked us out. I probably won't get back into that race. We were kind of falling out of it as it was, so I just think it'd be kind of... I just don't think it would be worth it in the long run. It was fun to be in the running for him, but Scott Bailey wants to go elsewhere, and that's fine with me. And as I was kind of worried about, Henry White is not going to consider us very strongly, which is fine. I mean, it was a stretch to begin with, so we're going to definitely not be pursuing him much at all, as we're already 1,400 points back. Arkansas State's coming in next week with a 3-2 record. We're sitting, of course, at 5-1 ourselves, so we're off to a very good start, and we'll have to bring our A game because, as we saw, their wide receiver had like 240 yards and 5 touchdowns, so the secondary better be ready. But that's going to do it for us this week. Thank all y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later, y'all.